Hello everyone, this is Insulated and welcome to another mod overview, this time on RSWires, a mod that adds red alloy wire, insulated for splitting connections, and bundled wire. As well as obviously lamps and a bunch of other possibilities will come soon. Now I am going to be covering the Fabric 115 version, but the 112 should act similar. It'll have exactly the same features. What you want to do though is get some red alloy compound with redstone dust and an iron ingot, like so, to make a red alloy compound. After that you want to blast it and get a red alloy ingot. Upon doing so, you will then be able to make insulated with some wool, or some regular red alloy wire with just the red alloy ingots on their own. If you happen to have a dye, you can use the coloured insulated wire as well as a dye to create the following. So if you have, say, magenta and you want to change it, you can. If you have a different preference and you have white as just the easiest one to create with an undyed wool, or just white dyed wool I guess, then you can just use black to make black, blue to make blue, and so on. You don't have to constantly make the following with the actual wool blocks to get the other. You can easily convert it with a dye. And finally we have bundled cable, which is made with insulated of any colour and string, and you can dye those with paper and a dye at any time. Now, typical uninsulated cable, or the red alloy wire, can go like so, and when it makes a connection with blocks you will have to place an extra, unlike redstone itself where it will just go up and won't require an extra one. But you do have the advantage of going on the sides of walls as well as underneath blocks, so that is an additional benefit there, even if you do have to place an extra wire, unlike redstone where it just goes up. Now you can make connections with redstone wire with any of these, whether it be the insulated, but not so much the bundled, so you can see the connection there. But no connection with the bundled, as the bundled wouldn't connect to the insulated, or possibly the red alloy. No, so not the red alloy either, only insulated. Otherwise, if you want connections to be separated, so you don't want a piston and dispenser, for example, to be using just one, you can obviously have it so that the orange will connect to that, and you can have the white connect to that, so the connection is completely separated, as well as obviously with the bundled as well. If I do want to connect them, I can, and now they're both operating on the exact same connection, and now they're separated, as you can see there. So insulated cables are good for separating signals or connections to redstone to do their own thing, but they can still be in the same location and not interact, which is very useful. Bundled cable obviously can be connected to the insulated of any colour, and as far as I've come across, obviously you can use any of the coloured type and it'll work fine. I'm not sure if with the coloured that it's supposed to be a higher priority of the insulated cable that it is coloured closely towards. I'm not too sure on that, or it's just a colour for the sake of being a colour. But yeah, you can have it so that you can still have a connection of redstone, it's just that it won't obviously still be connected, but the cables still will in some way. So you can probably just go like so, it'll be fine, and okay, so you can still make a connection of sorts. Actually no, I'll remove that, that's probably why. I'll remove that as well, yeah. Okay, so you can still make connections, but you obviously aren't having the connection there. So if I had a white one, obviously I've got it like so, got the bundled, I can still connect between the two of them, assuming the dispenser obviously is going to be ignored, and white is like so. I'll try with orange and see if it has a preference of orange. No, okay, so we'll go to the nearest signal when doing that. Otherwise though, that seems to be it. I don't think there was any configs, at least I'm looking for the fabric version. RSWires? No, so nothing there. And it is just simply a mod that adds red alloy wire for typical redstone, except you can put on different sides, insulated for separating the connection, and colouring it or filtering it, and you've got bundled for still making connections to insulated. You can't make it to red alloy on its own, and yeah, possibly doesn't keep the same signal. So there's your external demonstration, and more will come soon. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.